Hey y'all, how you doing? It's day 10 of 22 push-ups a day for veteran suicide awareness. And yesterday, I kind of left out what I feel is a very important part to the beginning of the groups that we do at the VA, especially for the guilt and shame group. I didn't exactly know how to incorporate this into this series, but I think it's important enough that, I have to incorporate it somehow. So what we would do is I would explain, warriors sitting around a campfire, everybody's respected who speaks, but then we would listen to a song that had to deal with guilt and shame. There were a couple of them that we listened to, but the one that I picked for tonight is Hurt by Nine Inch Nails, performed by Johnny Cash. One of my patients made that distinction very clear to me, that it was Nine Inch Nails that wrote the song. Johnny Cash liked it enough that he wanted to redo it. So I'm going to honor that. But music is, there's just something magical about it. It can just evoke emotions within us. And I swear, I would play this song, and this song would echo off the concrete walls of the room that we were in, and you could just see the emotions going in everybody's face. And the song would end, and you could hear a pin drop, a needle drop in that room, and the expressions on everybody's face. You could almost see a visible connection between everybody, because I think anybody can connect to this song. Some way, somehow. We've experienced trauma in our life somehow. We've experienced this song in some way. And so this is, to listen to somebody else's expression of these emotions, it kind of gives space for us to open up and share our own experiences, how we connect and how our experiences are different. So what I want to encourage you is, I posted this song on a different post on Facebook, okay, and I'm going to try to figure out how to do that on Instagram. I'm still not good at Instagram, but I did post it on Facebook under Frank Castle. That's my profile name. I encourage you, go to that post, listen to the song. It has the lyrics on the song, and just see if you connect with it, and then come back to this video and I'm going to talk about it. And if you don't want to listen to it, that's fine, because I'm still going to go through the lyrics. I'm still going to talk about Trent Reznor's experience of guilt and shame. That's who wrote the song. So I'm going to read these lyrics. Once again, this is Hurt by Nine Inch Nails, performed by Johnny Cash. And it says, I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. The needle tears a hole, the old familiar sting. Try to kill it all away, but I remember everything. And so, after the song, I would ask the people, how do you connect with this? Give me your thoughts, give me your feelings. And a lot of people would bring up this last verse that I just read. Try to kill it all away, but I remember everything. And I spoke yesterday, I think, about how we can bring a lot of stuff with us home from combat. And sometimes we can't deal with those emotions. So we try to cope with those emotions in a lot of different ways. Most of the people that I dealt with had drug addictions, alcohol abuse, homelessness, joblessness. And so one of the things that they would tell me is that I connect with that verse, because that's how I tried to kill it away. I tried to drug it away. I tried to drink it away. But you know what? Every morning I still woke up and it was there, staring me right in the face. So that's one thing that was always pointed out to me. I'm going to continue on. What have I become, my sweetest friend? Everyone I know goes away in the end. So here, a lot of people would say, everybody that I know seems to go away, and this is what guilt and shame tries to do to us. It tries to isolate us from our friends and our family. It tries to tell us that we're the worst person in the world, and that we cannot possibly, we're not good enough for anybody. And so sometimes we can just, subconsciously start doing things that push people away. Okay. And some people connected with that aspect of the song. The next verse is, and you could have it all, my empire of dirt. I will let you down. I will make you hurt. And I'm going to connect this last portion of this verse to the one above, what have I become? Because a lot of the times, like I said, about moral injury or just guilt and shame in general, we have made some type of transgression that cannot be reconciled with ourselves, with our families, with society, and we become that sin. We become that transgression. We just cannot imagine us being anything better than that act that we did. And so once again, he says, I will let you down. I will make you hurt because that is my nature. I am this. Okay? I wear this crown of thorns upon my liar's chair, full of broken thoughts I cannot repair. Beneath the stains of time, the feelings disappear. You are someone else. I am still right here. And I think that a lot of people skip over this last verse that I read, but I think it's really, really important because he says, beneath the stains of time, the feelings disappear. And like I said in an earlier video, if we ignore the guilt and the shame and the anger and the hatred that we feel, all those feelings are meshed up with one another, with our joy, with our happiness, with our sadness. They're all meshed up. If we ignore the negative feelings, we're soon not going to be able to feel the positive feelings. The feelings disappear, okay? And then you are someone else. I am still right here. Once again, very important, because what is life about? What is the meaning of life? Life is about progress. Life is about change, okay? And I know for a fact in drug addiction and alcohol abuse and any type of substance abuse that when we start damaging our brains and stuff like that with that kind of stuff, our emotional progression stops. It's almost like we're stunted. We don't change, we stay the same person, and we see our friends, we see our family. They're all out there doing good things or meeting goals and raising their families and stuff like that. I'm still right here, the same person that I was. So you are someone else. I am still right here. It's very important. And one other thing I wanted to say about that was I haven't seen any research about it, but having stuff like PTSD and moral injury and survivor guilt, what if it does the same thing? Maybe you don't even have to be addicted to anything. What if it still stunts your emotional growth, your maturation, okay? Maturation. I know that I know a lot of people in the military that, we get out of the military, we're still kids at heart, and I know a lot of people say that, say that's a good thing, we got to stay kids at heart, but sometimes we still have to mature, Sometimes our experiences, maybe they stunt our emotional maturation. Something to think about. Next verses. What have I become, my sweetest friend? Everyone I know goes away in the end. And this is a chorus, it's a refrain, but I think it's probably not intentional or anything, but this is a cycle. What have I become, my sweetest friend? Everyone I know goes away in the end, and you could have it all, my empire of dirt. I will let you down, I will make you hurt. It's a cycle because we don't want to stay the same. We always keep striving to become better. And I just want to tell you, the secret is just keep doing it. keep striving to become better, because I've had my own addictions in my life. And one thing that I've learned from them is that if you're sincere about wanting to kick the habits and stuff like that, you have to keep trying to do it. One day it's going to stick, okay? And I think it's funny, I said in another video that words have meaning, so I thought to myself, what does a chorus, what's the definition of a chorus? What's the definition of a refrain? A refrain, one of the definitions is a comment or complaint that is often repeated. We keep asking ourselves, what have I become, my sweetest friend? I will let you down. I will make you hurt. That's a complaint to ourselves. And then the last verse is, if I could start again 1,000,000 miles away, I will keep myself. I would find a way. Once again, I think that this is a very powerful verse right here, and I don't think a lot of people catch this. If I could start again 1,000,000 miles away, I will keep myself. I would find a way. So he's talking about here about being able to start over, okay? But he still wants to keep himself. And what does that mean? A lot of times when I hear people that suffer from addiction or PTSD or stuff like that, they say something like, can't I just cut out all my bad parts? I just want to get rid of it. I just want to kill that person. And I think that's a mistake. I've had my own struggles with my identity as a punk teenager, and all the things that I did when I was a teenager versus me now as a pastor and everything. I know that, some people from my teenage years would probably have some things to say about the way I lived my life back then. But I really struggled with that. I still struggle with that teenager. But you know what? That teenager, the things that I did, they're a part of me. And somehow I need to reconcile that. I need to come to terms with that. I need to be at peace with that. I need to love that teenager, that punk teenager that did all these terrible things. That person is still a part of me. So when I hear this verse, if I could start again 1,000,000 miles away, I would keep myself. I would find a way, but I'm going to try to do it better. I'm still going to love myself, but I'm going to try to do it better. So that's what I have tonight. Tomorrow I plan on talking about a couple different other types of guilt and maybe a little bit of shame, okay? So I appreciate you all listening. I'm going to do my push-ups now. Y'all take care.